Welcome to the first video on the channel. Obviously City won last night, which is what the video is about. So let's talk about it. It was a interesting performance, nevertheless. Um, Obviously we won the game 3-0. I didn't expect much. Obviously the idea was just to get minutes into players, so in that sense I think we did well. But other than that, it wasn't too crazy of a game, to be honest. Until the second half. But let's talk about the players that I was impressed with. Obviously the man of the match, REIJNDERS. What a player, man! The guy almost scored a hat trick. I was so pissed when he missed. Oh, that would have been hilarious if he scored a hat trick, but it wasn't to be. But very good performance from him. I was very impressed, and I'm telling you, as soon as I saw him score those 2 goals, I immediately went to FPL and I added him on my FPL team because I was like, this guy, you are starting for me, all right? You are starting for me. I replaced him for Caicedo. Imagine, this guy's worth 5.5 million. The best midfielder in Serie A is worth 5.5 million on FPL. 5.5 million. Are you joking? Are you high? 5.5 million. Oh my days. Yeah, that's a joke. He's gonna get me so many points. But yeah, he's a very good player. Anyone else? I was impressed with Ryan Cherky. He didn't do anything out of the ordinary that I didn't expect him to do. But one thing I did like was that he kind of controlled the game. You know, he dropped deep a lot, spreading the ball left, spreading the ball right, giving it to Haaland, giving it to Marmoush, playing 1-2s, you know. That's what I really like to see, because we need someone to be that sort of guy, right? With no Rodri, with no De Bruyne anymore. So we need someone to be that guy, and it looks like he's going to be that guy. Kusanov, incredible. Like, this guy is so underrated because he plays for City. If he was doing what he did for Real Madrid or Barcelona or Arsenal or Liverpool, any of these teams, he would be deemed the best defender in the world. I'm telling you. This guy, he does not have anything wrong with him. He's fast, he's strong, he's incredibly good defensively, like tackling, his headering, duel winning, like everything you need from a defender, he has. Even on the ball, he's really good on the ball as well. People don't even appreciate that about him. For me, obviously Guardiola is out. I think he should be our starting defender against Wolves, and possibly until Guardiola gets fit. Because that's just how good he is. Ruben Diaz, solid. Ake, solid. Akanji, solid. Diaz was actually pretty good when he came on. The other defenders I wasn't too impressed with, but obviously they just came back from injuries, so you don't expect them to be out of the, world class. Anyone else? Obviously Haaland gets a goal. It's just good to see him. I mean, it's hard to judge Haaland because the only thing you expect him to do is get goals. So if he gets a goal, it's a good performance. If he doesn't get a goal, it's a bad performance, right? So he gets a goal, so solid. Marmoush was pretty poor. One thing I will say yesterday was our wingers, except Bob, were all pretty poor. Like, Doku didn't look sharp. Marmoush wasn't great. Savio was decent, right? Obviously, he had that one-on-one chance that he missed. But he needs to improve on that, by the way. He needs to score those one-on-ones a lot more if he's going to want a starting position in the team next season. Divine Mukasa, a youngster who came on yesterday. I was very excited. I've been reading a lot about him, seeing some highlights, some compilations. This kid is talented. And he got an assist yesterday for a Reinders goal. So I'm happy, man. I want to see him play a lot more because I know this kid is extremely talented. He played kind of as a false nine sort of yesterday, so we didn't get to see him in his natural position too much. But if we're playing in the cup, then play like Haaland or Marmoush as striker and then play him behind. The best to explain him for people who don't know, he's like Reinders, right? He's like a attacking 8, right? That's what he is. He's an attacking 8/10, obviously. And that's what he's good at, right? He got like 40 GNA last season in the under 18 Premier League, or in all comps for the under 18 team. So that's incredible. And yeah, he's really talented. And yesterday I was just really happy with the performances from a lot of players. Obviously we have Wolves next, which is going to be an interesting game. I mean, they have lost Cunha and Aitnuri, so that's big loss for them, but I think they're still a good team, and it's going to be difficult. I mean, there's a reason they went like 6-7 games unbeaten last season. I mean, they lost to us, but still, we only beat them like 1-0 or something, I think, or was it 2-0? I don't know. But they're still a good team, and I think they can cause some problems for us. But nevertheless, I expect to win. I expect us to win against them, to win against Tottenham, to win against Brighton. United and Arsenal are going to be tougher games, but I expect wins in those as well. So, yeah, solid performance yesterday. Let's talk about Wolves for a bit, and then I'll end the video. I think from yesterday, what I saw, the only doubts on the positions of players that I think should play against Wolves is the wingers. I think Trafford should be in goal for Wolves. Nunes and Aitnuri is the fullbacks. Kusanov and Diaz, for me, have to start. In midfield, Gonzalez, Reinders, Cherky. Simple as that. And striker Haaland. The wingers, I don't know. Like Bob looked like the best winger, but is he gonna start Bob? Is Pep gonna start Bob? I don't think so. Savio was good, but it's still Savio, and he needs to improve a lot in front of goal. Marmouche looked pretty bad. Doku looked off it. It's hard to say, but I think that core that I said, Haaland, Reinders, Cherky, Gonzalez, Diaz, Kusanov, Aitnuri, Nunes, and Trafford, I think those players have to start against Wolves. Have to. No question in my mind. Those players have to start against Wolves. And if they don't, then the riot police will be called, alright? But, yeah. And it's a tough start to the season, but it is what it is. You know, hopefully, I think we have 3 games, and then it's international break. So apparently they said Rodri's coming back after international break. I wouldn't play Rodri after the international break because we have United and Arsenal immediately after international break. So I would say just rest him for those games. Because then after those 2 games, we have like a period of games where I expect us to win most of them. So we can get him some minutes in that sort of period. And then I think you have Liverpool and Newcastle. So play him in those 2 games. So don't play me with Arsenal United. Rest him until that period where we have like 5-6 games which are relatively easy. And then play him against Liverpool, playing against Newcastle, just to see what he's capable of. So, yeah, I mean, obviously those are must-win games, so we kind of have to play him. But, yeah, it was a good performance, and I'm excited for the league. I think we're going to finish first. That's my prediction. Please don't let me down, City. Please don't let me down. But yeah, see you.